Hi, I'm Wyatt, joined by Hector, Maria, Joseph, and Zachary. We're Technological Team 7, and today this is a presentation on technology in Adidas. So when given the choice of issue or opportunity, our group has chosen to address opportunities. But first, some background information. Currently, Adidas has the following systems in place. In 2019, they launched an AR footwear try-on system in their app. So basically, you can choose any design, see what it would look like on you, and see if you like that style or not. Next, Adidas has been collecting customer data already for customized shoes. This also helps with AI demand forecasting. If they see a particular design or particular measurements are more common, then they are more likely to make those and make less of shoes and designs that do not sell. And then finally, they take this database of athlete information, which has height, weight, foot measurements, performance, and etc. And they collect this data just to help with monitoring sports and fitness goals, helping their athletes, and of course, making better products for their customers as a whole. So, what is the opportunity or proposal? We are proposing the AdiPredict system. What does the system include? Well, it combines all of the following features. It'll allow for a virtual try-on for styles, so we're going to continue the AR system. You can store personal customer data, so customers will have login, they can update their data as much or as little as they need to. Using a combination of customers and athlete data to ensure proper shoe fit. This can especially be important if there's newer customers coming in. If they match the criteria of an athlete or a regular customer or some combination of both, this is a great way to help maybe figure out what their shoe size is without having to bring them into a physical store. And then finally, this system will allow for stronger forecast demand for style, for sizes, for the measurements, and much more.
So why does this matter for Adidas? Online shopping is where the growth is happening. Global e-commerce sales are projected to exceed $8 trillion in the next few years, but footwear has one major problem. Over 30% of online shoe purchases are returned, mainly because customers can't try them on. That's expensive for Adidas and frustrating for the customers. The good news, Adidas already has the tools, AR try-on, customer data, and athlete insights for these problems. AdiPredict simply connects these pieces to reduce returns, boost conversion rates, and capture more value from the growing digital market. This graph highlights how from 2022, the projection of sales in billions keeps going up year by year.
So why does this matter competitively? So Nike has already done this as they use foot scanning to recommend the right shoe size, and what this does is it reduces returns as well as making customers more confident to shop online and on their app. Another thing is customer loyalty. If customers are having great experiences shopping with Nike and using their new high-tech devices, then they're more likely to stay over there rather than switching over to Adidas and trying something new. And something else that's important is the margins, as Adidas only had a 1.3% operating margin in 2023, which is very small, meaning that every return, lost sale, and everything that could have gone wrong played a huge factor and was very important. So overall, Adidas has a loyalty program, the data, and the technology. It's all about putting the pieces together and making it happen.
Now I will explain how Adidas can actually implement this strategy. We structured this as a 12-month roadmap so it is easier to execute. First, in the initial phase, Adidas focuses on integrating its existing systems. This means connecting AdiPredict with AdiClub profiles and combining the purchase and return data into one unified system. At the same time, the Adidas app is updated to support the new Fit feature. Then, in the second phase, Adidas launches a pilot. Instead of applying the solution everywhere, it is tested in key markets like the US and Europe, and only with best-selling models such as Ultraboost or Adizero. During these pilots, customers can scan their feet using their phone and receive a personalized size recommendation before checkout. This is very important because it directly targets the main problem, which is incorrect sizing. At the same time, Adidas carefully tracks key metrics such as return rates, conversion rates, how many users actually use the feature. By the third phase, Adidas uses this data to improve the system. For example, it adjusts size recommendations based on return patterns and customer behavior. making the system more accurate for each model and region. Finally, in the last phase, Adidas scales the solutions. Once the system is validated, it expands to more products and more markets, becoming part of the overall digital experience. In conclusion, this plan is not only about building something new from scratch, but about improving and scaling what Adidas already has in a structured and a low-risk way.
Results of this strategy. In the short term, during the pilot phase, Adidas will get very useful data. They will understand how customers use the feature and if it really helps them choose the right size. At the same time, customers will feel more confident when buying online. In the medium term, Adidas will start to see clear results. Return rates will go down because customers are choosing better size and more people will complete their purchase. Adidas will also gain a better understanding of which sizes and products are most popular in each region. In the long term, once the system is expanded globally, the impact will be even stronger. Adidas will reduce costs from returns, manage inventory more efficiently, and build stronger relationships with customers through personalization. Overall, this strategy helps Adidas improve the customer experience, increase sales, and compete better in the digital market.
So now, for our conclusion, we think that Adidas is operating in a rapidly growing digital market where the online sales continue to rise, the return rates in footwear are above 30%, and competitors are already investing heavily in personalization technologies. Although Adidas has already developed important capabilities such as the AR try-on, the customer data, and the athlete insights, these are still not being fully leveraged due to a lack of integration. This is exactly where AdiPredict comes in. By connecting all these existing tools into one unified system, Adidas can significantly improve fit accuracy, reduce the return rates, increase conversion, and make better demand decisions across regions. In today's market, where digital excellence defines the success of a brand, this is not just an improvement, it is a strategic necessity. It allows Adidas to fully unlock the value of its ecosystem, to operate more efficiently, and to secure a long-term competitive advantage. Thank you.